Welcome to Chelder. Today, we're diving into the icy tundras, sprawling forests, and unpredictable twists of one of the most fascinating places on Earth, Russia. From its breathtaking history to the downright bizarre quirks of its culture, you're about to uncover 30 insane facts that'll make you laugh, gasp, and maybe even reconsider that winter trip to Siberia. So buckle up. This is going to be one wild ride. Fact number one. It's bigger than Pluto, that Russia's sheer size is nothing short of astronomical. It spans an incredible 17.1 million square kilometers, making it the largest country on Earth. If that doesn't blow your mind, get this. Russia is actually larger than Pluto's surface area, which is only about 16.6 million square kilometers. To make it even wilder, it stretches across 11 time zones. That means if someone's having dinner in Moscow, another person in Kamchatka could be starting their morning coffee, and someone else in Kaliningrad is deep into dessert. It's basically a country where time travel almost feels real. Fact number two, Siberia is a deep freeze treasure chest. Siberia isn't just cold, it's next-level freezing, home to some of the most extreme temperatures ever recorded. Oymyakon, a small village in Siberia, holds the record for being the coldest inhabited place on Earth, with temperatures dropping to minus 67.7 degrees Celsius, minus 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet, beneath all that frozen tundra lies a gold mine of natural resources, literally. Siberia contains 20% of the world's forests, vast oil reserves, and even fossilized mammoth remains. Scientists have even discovered ancient viruses trapped in its permafrost, which they're cautiously studying, because nothing says let's gamble with nature like thawing a 30,000-year-old virus. Fact number three. The Kremlin is a medieval fortress with modern mysteries. The Kremlin in Moscow isn't just a tourist hotspot. It's a fortress that dates back to the 12th century and has seen everything from medieval battles to modern-day politics. Covering 275,000 square meters, this UNESCO World Heritage Site includes palaces, cathedrals, and even a secret subway line rumored to connect directly to the president's residence. Oh, and don't forget the Tsar Cannon and Tsar Bell, two of the world's largest weapons of their kind, neither of which was ever actually used in combat. Basically, they're the medieval equivalent of flexing on Instagram. Fact number four. Russians invented space travel for dogs. Before humans dared to explore the cosmos, it was Russian dogs who braved the final frontier. In 1957, a stray pup named Laika became the first living creature to orbit Earth aboard Sputnik 2. While her journey was one way, her bravery paved the way for human space exploration. And Laika wasn't alone. Russia sent over 30 other dogs into space, some of whom even returned as furry heroes. It's safe to say that Russian dogs were literally reaching for the stars long before Instagram pet influencers made it cool. Fact number five. Lake Baikal is a liquid time capsule. Lake Baikal in southern Siberia isn't just a lake. It's the oldest and deepest freshwater lake in the world, estimated to be over 25 million years old and plunging to depths of 1,642 meters. It holds about 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater supply, making it a literal lifeline for the planet. The lake is so clear that you can see up to 40 meters deep, and it's home to over 2,000 unique species, including the Baikal seal, the world's only freshwater seal. Oh, and let's not forget the legend that the lake contains hidden portals to other dimensions, because why not? Fact number six. Russians have a festival for everything, including mashed potatoes. Russians know how to celebrate, and their festivals are next-level quirky. One of the most unique is the Potato Festival, where locals celebrate their love for this humble vegetable with cooking contests, potato games, and even mashed potato sculptures. But that's not all. There's also the Day of the Tiger in Vladivostok, where people dress up as tigers to raise awareness about endangered Amur tigers. Russians will find any excuse to throw a party, whether it's for a root vegetable or a majestic predator. Fact number seven. Russia's winter is its greatest weapon. That Russia's winters are so brutal, they've become a literal defense strategy. During both Napoleon's invasion in 1812 and Hitler's invasion in 1941, The harsh Russian winters played a crucial role in defeating the invaders. Temperatures dropped so low that entire armies froze to death or had their equipment rendered useless. It's like Russia's winter whispered, "Not today," and Mother Nature did the rest. Fact number 8. Russians take their tea very seriously. Tea in Russia isn't just a drink. It's a cultural institution. Russians consume nearly 3 pounds of tea per person annually, and their traditional tea-drinking rituals date back to the 17th century. Samovars, large, ornate tea urns, are often used to brew and serve tea, and conversations over tea can last for hours. Fun fact: in Siberia, it's common to add pine nuts or jam to tea for a unique twist. Basically, tea is to Russia what coffee is to Monday mornings a survival tool. Fact number 9. Moscow's metro is a palace underground. The Moscow Metro isn't just a transportation system. It's a network of underground palaces. Opened in 1935, its stations feature chandeliers, marble columns, mosaics, and frescoes that wouldn't look out of place in a museum. With over 7 million riders daily, it's one of the busiest metro systems in the world, but also one of the most beautiful. It's so stunning that tourists often take guided tours just to admire the architecture. Imagine catching your train while feeling like you've wandered into its Tsar's palace, except with a lot more commuters. Fact number 10. Vodka is practically a national symbol. Vodka and Russia are practically synonymous. But did you know that the word vodka comes from the Russian word voda, meaning water? The drink has been a staple since the 14th century and even served as a form of currency at times. Russians consume about 13.9 liters of alcohol per person annually, with vodka being a big contributor. But don't let the stereotypes fool you. Russians are also known for their craft beer scene and love of Georgian wines. Fact number 11. The Trans-Siberian Railway is a world wonder. Spanning over 9,289 kilometers, 5,772 miles, the Trans-Siberian Railway is the longest railway line in the world. Connecting Moscow to Vladivostok, the journey takes 7 days non-stop and crosses 16 major rivers and 87 cities. It's so iconic that some travelers make the trip just for the experience, armed with snacks, books, and a lot of patience. Oh, and don't forget the occasional bear sightings from the train window, because it's Russia, after all. Fact number 12. Russians have a word for missing home, even if they're still there. The word toska in Russian is almost impossible to translate into English. It describes a deep, aching sense of homesickness, melancholy, or longing, sometimes for something you can't even identify. Even Dostoevsky wrote about the weight of Tosca, which makes sense considering his novels feel like emotional marathons. It's as if Russians have a poetic way of saying, "I miss something, but I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's the warmth of summer." Fact number 13. Caviar was once poor people's food. Today, Russian caviar is a luxurious delicacy, but back in the day, it was considered peasant food. In the 19th century, fishermen along the Caspian and Black Seas ate caviar daily, often throwing excess roe back into the water. Fast forward to modern times, and a small jar of high-quality Russian caviar can set you back hundreds of dollars. Talk about a glow-up! Fact number 14. Russia banned emojis on tombstones. Leave it to Russia to enforce rules about the afterlife. In recent years, Russian lawmakers banned the use of emojis, QR codes, and hashtags on gravestones, claiming that they were disrespectful. The ban has sparked debates about tradition versus modernization, but one thing's for sure: Russian graveyards won't be trending on social media anytime soon. Fact number 15. Russians have a love-hate relationship with bears. Bears are practically a symbol of Russia, often associated with strength and resilience. But in rural areas, they're more like unwelcome neighbors. There are numerous stories of bears breaking into cabins, stealing food, and even raiding trash bins like oversized raccoons. Yet, Russians embrace the bear as a national mascot, and you'll often see them on flags, logos, and even vodka bottles. Fun fact: some Russian circuses still train bears to ride bicycles, proving that Russians and bears have a weirdly complicated relationship. Fact number 16. Russian roads are so bad they're legendary. Russia is notorious for its terrible road conditions, especially in rural areas. Some roads turn into muddy swamps during the spring thaw, while others have potholes so big they could swallow a car. There's even a popular Russian saying, "There are two problems in Russia, fools and roads." It's such a national joke that bad roads have inspired countless memes, songs, and even protest art. Fact number 17. Russia's military tried to train dolphins. During the Cold War, the Soviet military experimented with using dolphins for underwater operations, including detecting mines and attacking enemy divers. These spy dolphins were trained in the Black Sea, and some reports suggest they were equipped with weapons. While it sounds like the plot of a James Bond movie, it's 100% true. In modern times, some of these trained dolphins were sold to aquariums, where they now perform tricks instead of covert missions. Fact number 18. Russians believe in knocking on wood. Literally, in Russia, superstition runs deep, and one of the most popular beliefs is that you should knock on wood 3 times to avoid bad luck. But there's a twist. Russians also believe you should spit over your left shoulder for extra protection. This unique combo has baffled tourists and amused locals, proving that Russians take no chances when it comes to warding off the evil eye. Fact number 19. Russian bathhouses are not for the faint of heart. That a visit to a Russian banya, bathhouse, is a cultural experience and a test of your endurance. These steam-filled saunas involve sitting in blistering heat before being smacked with birch branches to improve circulation. Afterward, it's common to plunge into ice-cold water or roll in the snow. It's like a spa day meets extreme survival training, and Russians swear by it for health benefits and stress relief. Fact number 20. There's a secret city that doesn't appear on maps. Russia is home to over 40 closed cities, which were built during the Soviet era for military or scientific purposes. These cities weren't marked on maps, and access was strictly controlled. Even today, some of these secret cities remain off-limits to outsiders, with residents required to have special permits to live there. It's like living in a real-life Area 51, but colder and with more vodka. Fact number 21. Russia's currency once included squirrel skins. In medieval Russia, squirrel pelts were used as currency. They were so valuable that they could be traded for food, goods, or services. Even the phrase "a buck is slang for money" is believed to have originated from this practice, though the Russians never traded actual bucks, male deer. Imagine walking into a market and bartering with fluffy squirrel pelts. It's both adorable and bizarre. Fact number 22. Moscow stray dogs are smarter than you think. The stray dogs in Moscow aren't just survivors, they're urban geniuses. Many have figured out how to navigate the city's metro system, hopping on and off trains to travel between locations. Some even beg for food by approaching commuters with sad puppy eyes. Scientists studying these dogs believe they've developed remarkable problem-solving skills, proving that street smarts apply to canines too. Fact number 23. Russia once tried to ban time. In 2011, Russia abolished daylight, saving time permanently, claiming it caused too much stress for people and livestock. While most countries simply adjust their clocks twice a year, Russia decided to go all in and stick to eternal summertime. The move was so controversial that many Russians complained about dark winter mornings and demanded the government reconsider, proving that even time can be political. Fact number 24. The Russian language has an insane number of curse words. Russian profanity, known as mat, is an art form in itself. With just a few choice words, Russians can express anger, surprise, joy, or frustration in ways that leave foreigners baffled. In fact, mat is so integral to Russian culture that it's been studied by linguists and even banned in certain public spaces. It's like a linguistic Swiss Army knife, versatile, powerful, and definitely not for kids. Fact number 25. Russia built a fake city to fool spies. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union constructed a fake city called Vsevolozh, complete with fake buildings, streets, and even fake people, mannequins. The goal was to confuse enemy spies and satellite surveillance. While it might sound like a plot twist from a spy novel, it's a testament to the lengths the USSR went to protect its secrets. Fact number 26. Russia has a nuclear doomsday weapon. The Dead Hand System, also known as Perimeter, is an automated nuclear defense system designed to retaliate even if all Russian leadership is wiped out. If sensors detect an incoming nuclear attack and no humans respond, it automatically launches Russia's entire nuclear arsenal. It's like having a catastrophic plan B that everyone hopes never gets used. Fact number 27. Russians have a festival for pancakes. Maslenitsa, or Pancake Week, is a Russian holiday celebrating the end of winter. During this week, people eat blini, thin pancakes, topped with everything from caviar to sour cream. But it's not just about eating. There are bonfires, sledding, and even fistfights because nothing says celebration like a friendly brawl. Fact number 28. Russian cats have jobs that in the Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg. A group of trained cats is employed to guard the priceless artwork from rodents. These staff cats even have their own passports, medical care, and annual Cat Day celebrations. If you thought your cat was lazy, think again. These felines have a resume. Fact number 29. Russians believe you shouldn't whistle indoors. Whistling indoors in Russia is considered bad luck because it's believed to whistle away your money. This superstition is so ingrained that even modern Russians avoid doing it. It's like having a financial advisor in your subconscious, constantly reminding you not to jinx your bank account. Fact number 30. Siberia once had an explosion that shook the world. The Tunguska event of 1908 was one of the most mysterious explosions in history, flattening over 80 million trees across 2,000 square kilometers. Scientists believe it was caused by a meteoroid or comet entering the atmosphere, but no impact crater was ever found. It's like a cosmic whodunit that still puzzles experts to this day. And that wraps up our journey through the land of vodka, bears, and mysteries that'll leave your jaw on the floor. Whether it's cats with day jobs or secret cities straight out of a spy thriller, Russia never ceases to amaze. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Chelder for more mind-blowing facts from around the world. Until next time, stay curious and stay adventurous.